Fine, namaskaram all of you. Kale vanakkam. Good morning is not powerful enough. Greetings.
Good morning, Chanda.
Good morning is not. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Fine, we'll start up the presentation. And now we have a COVID pandemic which is challenging us, correct? And if we are smart enough, then we can turn any catastrophe into an opportunity, a opportunity. And if we are dull or if we are not sharp enough, then any opportunity can be converted into a catastrophe. So it all depends on us how we view it, correct? Now imagine, was it ever thought before some 4-5 months that we can get connected via the internet which was already there? No. It is this pandemic which has led to exploring this particular option. So, we are using the catastrophe as an opportunity. I would like to congratulate the Department of Special Education on this wonderful webinar which they are doing. It says webinar on managing children with multiple disabilities at home during COVID-19. So we all know the schools are closed. We all know that it will take some time for the schools to reopen now. We all know that children would be staying home for some time. We never thought about this. We thought that there would be a system which would be taking care of children who face certain challenges. But now, time has come when we have to rethink about certain things. The first thing is that when something new happens like this, even I have kids, they are staying at home. What is the first thing that is put forth as a change in my activities of daily routine? I have seen that me and my family used to wake up sometime around 5:30, 6 o'clock, in between that, because kids had to go to school by 7 o'clock. Now that entire thing is shifted by 1 hour. We all have heard about, now this time has changed, no? We all have heard about that particular verse where it says, Samsara Saram Bhujagendra Haram, means the entire world. It describes Shiva where it says that this entire world is like a snake around him, and the snake is symbolic of time. That's why we call the snake as Ananta Shesha, time which is infinite in nature. Ananta Shesha, on which Vishnu is there. So if we manage out this particular time properly, which actually keeps ticking out every moment, then majority of our things would be done. So to me, the first challenge in managing children with multiple disabilities at home is the time management issue. The moment we have a option that we have to send our kids to school, there's a formal setup where they are going to learn. Our mind is set up in a particular way. We distribute our entire time in a particular way. Now the first challenge which comes in is management of time, as the schedule is changed. Both for the family, all three. Family, time management, mothers, time management, children, time management. You all must have observed, if you wake up in time, if you have food in time, if you sleep in time, if you do your other activities in time, life is peaceful and you are happy, right? We target everything. We do everything for happiness. If it is scheduled out, everything would be happy. Rescheduling out this particular time is the first challenge. And believe me, we behave as machines. Forget about we. I behave as a machine. It's very difficult for me to remanage, recast out certain things. I have been taught, I have seen, and I do things in a particular time. The moment I am asked to redo it in a particular way, I have to do an entire lot of time management, which is not easy, which requires conscious intervention. So, special educators, parents, we have to target out time management, schedule out routines of children, schedule out our routine. Forget about children. First, we have to schedule out our routine because the world is no more the same. That's the first thing. The second thing is that now that parents have to do it all, we have to think, are they prepared psychologically, infrastructurally, and resource wise to manage out children at home? Psychologically means what? See, everything is good if it is good here. Right now, the same world would be good and bad and moderately good, moderately bad for 10 different types of people because they think it is good or bad here. So, are parents psychologically empowered to accept the fact that they have to do the management of children at home along with others? The general thing, what do we say? We say that fine, you are bored up now, do one thing, just go out, have a stroll and come back. You will be refreshed, re-energized. Parents, when they send children to school, when children are structurally managed out, then majority of them are psychologically tuned up that yes, everything is going okay. Many of them get a break to regain out themselves and then address out the needs of their children with much more energy and vigor. That option is gone. Neither they are going to school nor they are going outside. That affects psychologically the maximum. So, are parents empowered psychologically? This is something which needs to be addressed too. So, clinical psychologist has a major role to play. We as special educators have to introspect ourselves regarding how difficult it is to manage out and redo our timings. The second thing, are parents empowered? In that, the second part is, are they, let's say, knowledge-wise or intellectually empowered? What do I mean to say? The most prevalent form of service delivery today can be categorized broadly under three major categories. The first is the multidisciplinary way, in which the parents takes the child to each of the professional, special educator, speech therapist, occupation therapist, physiotherapist, clinical psychologist. All of them do something with the child. The parent comes back and goes home. Multidisciplinary method. The second would be the interdisciplinary method, in which all these professionals see the child separately, but they all discuss amongst themselves regarding what is to be done with the child, have a common plan and execute it. But the child goes separately. The third model is the transdisciplinary model. In the transdisciplinary model, one of the objectives of NIPMED, the primary idea is to empower each of the therapists in basic skills. May it be gross motor movement, may it be fine motor movement, may it be behavior management, may it be sensory integration, may it be some basic special education skills. So that each of them can manage the child by executing out all the principles which were there in a simple activity which can be copied by the parent. That means, until and unless we bring in all of these activities into a simple format. Parents or therapists will not understand out how to holistically address the child's need. If this holistic thing is not addressed out, then forget about parents addressing out needs of children at home, because they don't have an idea. So I am sending you a food for thought that it is high time that we develop out this transdisciplinary model of work which is yet to be developed, empowering out each other to consolidate activities for children in a particular way. That's very important. Can this be done? Has this been ever done? When this pandemic came in now, then there were two ways. There are two ways in which we have to address it. The first is the allopathic way, in which we have to kill the germ. The second is the Ayurvedic way or the Indian way, the Western way, in which it has to be shooted down, either medicine, vaccination, surgery or something. The second is the Indian way, in which we learn to live with things. So the Indian way is the Ayurvedic way, in which we say that you have these types of food items. You do the yoga and the pranayam. You do this. You can have the so and so neer. You can have rasam. You can have the different types of vegetables and spices, which will empower your immunity. Right from the beginning, we knew that, and our forefathers were smart enough, especially the southern part of India, which is not corrupted. Especially our forefathers were smart enough to transmit out this general health hygiene in form of food habits. So every mother out there very well knows how to use these spices, these vegetables, these different food items as medicine. So if something as profound as healthcare could be made as CBR, could be imparted out to households in combinations. Don't you think it is possible to impart out combination of principles of speech therapy, physiotherapy, occupation therapy, special education into one activity in the transdisciplinary model of work, and do it. First we have to do it as therapists and educators, so that mothers, parents slowly get empowered, and when such a situation comes in where they have to take care of their children, the mother should be aware about it. So it's high time that we develop the transdisciplinary method of work. The third thing and the last thing which I would like to say is that managing out technology. Now the technology is the thing which needs to be used out for the purpose of communication. Madam had to say so many times, switch off your mics. Even I could not switch on my mics in spite of doing some 50 odd webinars. I forgot, not used to it. Sitting in front of the camera and speaking, to a virtual set of audience, listening to it, making sense out of it. These are all challenges to be learned. My son, I have seen him in school, quite an obedient boy. But when he gets into his webinar classes in school, he will be sleeping slowly like this, sitting like this, switching on, switching off, something he would be doing. Which means that he is still not empowered to learn how to sit down in front of a camera, whether to touch it or not, how to switch off mics, how to not keep pressing on the presenting skills, how not to keep on putting comments when somebody is speaking out. These are so many things which we have to learn. Even parents have to learn this. So, to conclude, the challenges which COVID has put forth, to my understanding, is of two types. One is time management. The other part is empowering our parents. So time management, resources have to be managed. Empowering parents psychologically, information-wise and technologically. If we can address these issues, probably we should be starting it up in practice. Probably we can empower parents for home managing their children, and that's one of our major duties. So all the therapists, special educators out there, parents out there, let us start working upon these skills and let's make life much more easy. You know, it's only our country which says that there is creation in one hand, the Damaru of Shiva shows creation from sound. On the other hand, there is fire which burns out everything, and Shiva does a Tandava. We have this Chidambaram temple here only, 180 kilometers from here. So both the things happen out together. My son was asking, from where did this coronavirus come? God will not kill him? No. Why should God kill him? It's God Himself. We need to adapt and adjust ourselves to it. With these thoughts, I thank all the managers, all the coordinators, especially Sri Kamaraj, Head of the Department Special Education, Ms. Leelavati, Lecturer at Blind, Principal of the school, Mrs. K. Sujata, Special Educator, Vidya Sudha, Mrs. C. Sita Lakshmi, Faculty of Special Education, Mrs. Anand Naiki, Faculty of Special Education, NIPMED, and Mrs. M. Ramya, Faculty of Special Education. Thank you for giving a patient hearing. Thank you.